What is up, you guys? Brooke here. Wow, that was so enthusiastic. Today, I'm coming at you all with another AuthorTuber type of video, and this time I am talking about AuthorTube with someone else that you all may know. Her name is Brittany Wang. She's got her own AuthorTube channel, which is amazing. She gives so much good advice, and I love her. She's just a doll and a sweet dear to know. Brittany and I have collabed together so that way we can give you all advice and tips on how to do AuthorTube. I've always wanted to do some type of video about this because I've been in the business of AuthorTuber things for a little over a year now, so I feel like I can maybe start talking about how I do it and stuff. So that's what I'm here to do today with you all, and I'm doing it with Brittany, and she is going to be giving 5 tips on how to grow your AuthorTube channel, and I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on how to grow and do AuthorTube too. The first tip that I'm going to tell you all is kind of more so a personal type thing for you, because it's not so much on growth, but it's so much growth for you in general as a person and AuthorTuber. I'm so cheesy today, what's up with this? But my first tip to you guys is you need to know why you're pressing record. You have to really love what you're talking about and really love what you're doing in order to sit in a room with no one in it, talking to no one but yourself and a camera for like minutes and possibly hours on end. You have to love it, and you have to know what you're talking about, and you have to like talking about it all. That's why sometimes I don't always do how-to tutorials. There are so many AuthorTubers in the community that do great how-to tutorials, and I love watching their videos. Their videos on how to do blah 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 are my favorite videos to watch. But for me, shooting those, it's not as much fun for me. It's fun sometimes, but if I was doing that all the time, I would just get burned out. So if you don't like doing how-to tutorials, like how I don't normally care for doing how-to tutorials, I would recommend coming up with other ideas of what you could do for doing AuthorTube. I do writing vlogs. Those are so much fun to do. Or if you don't want to do writing vlogs, you can just talk about some type of writing topic of some kind. I feel like I've done really good in the past with having discussional writing topical videos that really catch people's eye, and they could see a video topic that you would do and they could think, oh my gosh, I'm having issues writing my middle part of my book too. Let me watch this girl's video so we can relate together with all of the crap that we're going through right now. So that's my thing. That's my personal preference. I know Brittany Wang is amazing at doing how-to tutorials, and I watch hers like crazy, but for me, I just feel like I just can't pull it off. So I gotta be doing my own thing. I gotta be doing my own way of shooting videos to be getting people's attention, and that means you have to come up with video ideas that you care about and that got you psyched to be shooting these things. Having passion and excitement for what you're talking about will be gold, and that is how you are going to be growing your channel, is because people are going to be psyched to hear what you are psyched about with writing. Tip number 2 is to speak from the heart. Brittany is going to go over in her video that she scripts all of her videos, and I love how she's able to do that, because honestly, I didn't know that she had her videos scripted because she comes off so naturally. For me, I can't script videos. It just comes off like I'm a robot. It doesn't work. I just stumble over words trying to remember what I had just written down, and then it's also the prep and the timing that goes into actually writing the script before you're even shooting the video. I'm not here to be memorizing my lines. I'm here to be talking about what I want to talk about, and everything that I'm wanting to talk about comes from the heart and also from the weirdness of me. I'm weird and odd, but I'm not afraid to show it off, man. And honestly, I think everybody's weirdness is a breath of fresh air, and it makes you stand out amongst the very much crowded crowds. Showing off bits and pieces of your personality in your videos is going to make people remember you. So what I would suggest is, if you're wanting to shoot a video and you're wanting to go unscripted, but you're really nervous about going unscripted, I would make bullet points. Bullet points are the best, because all you gotta kind of do is just write the main thing of what you're wanting to say, maybe like another word or two to describe it even more so, and that's it. So even though I go unscripted, I do have a little bit of help every so often. My third tip on how to grow your AuthorTube channel is gonna be one that is going to be very cringy for most of you guys out there. But honestly, this is probably what has helped me so much improve the quality of my videos over time. And that is by rewatching old videos of mine. There's lots of videos in our library on every AuthorTuber's, on every YouTuber's channel that you're like, oh, this wasn't their best work all that long ago. They still were getting used to things. You have to get used to the flow of what you're wanting to do and how you want your videos to be crafted. You have to just get used to the process and get used to this technique that you are forming for yourself. So after I make a video and I post it to YouTube, I will watch it one time after it's posted just to make sure everything's looking good and just to make sure I'm able to give myself a like, because why not give yourself a like? It's your video. And then after I watch it, then I won't watch it for maybe another month. And then after a month goes by, I will rewatch the video and I go, oh my gosh, why didn't I get this big chunk out of there that goes from 2 minutes to the 5-minute marker? That was so unnecessary. That was so boring. No wonder I saw in my analytics that people stopped watching at that point. Watching older videos that I have done has made it to where I'm making my newer videos even better, and they're a lot snippier and they're not so dragging out of like stupid things that I'd be saying, because I say a lot of stupid things. But by doing this, you're doing yourself a favor, because then you're going to be saying, oh my gosh, why did I do this? I'm never doing that again. And that's exactly the point that you're wanting to have here by rewatching videos. You want to be knowing what you are not going to be doing again because it obviously didn't float your boat. Tip number 4 on how to grow your AuthorTube channel is to not be staying in your own little bubble. That means getting out there, guys, getting out there into the internet world and making some buddies. Making friends in the AuthorTube community is the best thing you can do to improve your ranking of your channel, because the more friends you got, the more friends who are going to be wanting to watch your videos. And also, it's just fun to freaking have friends who are other writers too. You will be able to relate with each other, you'll be able to support each other in their own AuthorTube journeys as well, and it's just kind of like you're in it together, and it's always great to have those friends. I have talked about on my channel lots of times that I have gone on the Wander Writing Retreat, and lots of those people that go on that retreat are, the majority of them are AuthorTubers, and the only reason why I was able to go on that retreat was because I had made friends with those girls before they decided to make this retreat a thing. If I hadn't have chatted it up with these girls in their own videos and been socializing with them on the social feeds of Instagram and Twitter, I wouldn't have been able to meet them in person and had one of the best times ever. I just feel like whenever you have AuthorTuber buddies, your videos will start to get more traction because your friends are going to be wanting to see the content you're putting out there for everyone to see. And then those friends that you've made are going to be wanting to do collabs with you, and that's just going to gain yourself more of an audience to be finding your videos. And it all just kind of ties in together to just be this wonderful, beautiful thing. So yeah, friendship, it's the best. Tip number 5. Thumbnails are powerful, people. I don't care what you say. Everyone sees the thumbnail and they are already judging whether or not they want to watch your video. Thumbnails for your videos are the first glimpse that they are going to be able to see of what your video is going to be about. And if there's a thumbnail that doesn't have good font to where it's hard to read what it says, to where you're like, I don't even know what this person's talking about because I can barely read it. If you don't have the best looking thumbnail and it's not so super good in quality, then those people who are seeing that thumbnail might assume that your video isn't very good quality either. You don't want people to assume, and you don't want people to judge what your video is going to be about, what you're going to be about, because of a thumbnail that you just didn't put enough effort into. I will go ahead and say that I do take a long time to make a thumbnail for my videos, and I'm trying to make sure that the point is going to be coming across of what the video is about, so that way they are going to be tempted to click and hopefully click on my video. And then once you start to kind of learn how to make a good thumbnail, then you can also kind of make it to where you're branding yourself in your thumbnails. My thumbnails, I like to be very bold and colorful most of the time. I like it to be where it's showing off my very bubbly personality, because I'm a very bubbly person and I kind of want it to come across that way in the thumbnails. You can do whatever you want for your thumbnail. I encourage you to play around with how you want to make thumbnails, but I encourage you to make it to where your thumbnails grab people's attention. Make sure that you're grabbing their interest so that way they can click on your videos, because that is how you will get the world to find out about little old you. Really had fun going over all this with you all. It's fun to go down memory lane of what all has improved my channel over time. Being here with everyone here, what am I trying to say here? See right there, I told you my videos are not scripted, and that's actual proof right there. Y'all don't forget to watch Brittany Wang's video that I have linked below, so that way you see what her tips are for growing your AuthorTube channel. And if you all liked this video, feel free to give me a big thumbs up below. I'd really appreciate it. And you should also subscribe to my channel because I post writing related content every week here. And y'all should totally follow me on social media, where you can find me at _Brooke Passmore. You can find me there on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you all so much for stopping by today, and I will see you next time. Bye!